Alright, this video gonna be a freestyle one, so I hope I don't fuck up that hard. Welcome guys to a new video. And yeah, I've been playing and doing speedruns for like a while for now. And I just wanted to show you a bit of my guild card, what I played on the most, weapons and so on. And as you can see through older parts, I want to mention that I have played like every weapon. So for real, in Monster on the Freedom Night as example. I have played some Great Sword, played some Gunlands, remembering using save states again to beat Keizu because he fucked my ass that hard, and so on. And on the newer parts, like Monster Hunter Ultimate, I've been playing a lot of lands, switch eggs, like a Monster Hunter Portal Berserk. Monster Hunter Ultimate I played like something like Hunting Horn, Hammer, Dual Blades. The Brachydios Dual Blades were pretty insane. If you can remember it, it was really insane. And later on I played some Great Sword too, somehow like when you get the Holo Gen, Gen Morin, that gives you like sharpness +1. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about a bit. And I've also pre-made a new support bow build with the Kamura bow that you can use in multiplayer to help your mates and yourself out. I will show you that later on in the video. So yeah, and after moving through all parts, I became a longsword main. And also played some charge blade where like Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate got released. That were the time where people played Insect Leaf a lot and charge blade a lot because they got really new released and some older weapons got new moves too. So yeah, that's where I started becoming a charge blade main also, that I played much in World. So yeah, things like LBG and heavy bowgun I only played like in arenas or somehow when it got to be a must. So not that much, but sometimes a bit. And yeah, bow came new to the section in Rise, where I've played that a lot. I've remembering playing bow a bit of a Monster Generations Ultimate with like the Nakaros armor and so, the Gunner one, where you could use like switch skill to shoot something like wire arrows and so, some guys remember. And yeah, through older parts and the newer parts, I'm currently loving longsword a lot and bow for a lot. So yeah, now we're coming to the topics other section, right? And I didn't show you my hunter rank by the way as well. Alright. So yeah, the second one is, before we start with the build, I just would recommend you to get yourself a pretty solid healing body. So it must be scuffed that much. You can try rerolling on this, but that's the only RNG you're gonna get to get a pretty good cat. That heals you a lot. And yeah, after this review by the way of the build, I will put a Raffin speedrun in that you can see, but I took 2 dogs in that run with the dragon weapon, so you can copy that too, to showcase you how the bow works and how does it feel when you hunt the monster. So yeah, as you can see, the reason why I took the Kamura bow, it's not because we are playing for speedrun. This set is not meant to be for speedrun. It only meant to be for like if you play online funny play with some friends and so on. It still has the religion in, yes, but because you have a healing cat, you don't get that much. And I've also made myself like for every side like one weapon set, as you can see. So yeah. Alright, now moving on to the bow with my bad English. So yeah, I know for some of you guys that play on things like Switch and emulator, I play on emulator and Switch too, so I don't have that much luck to get a charm like this. So for that one you can use the courier rolls. So you don't need to get that high RNG like I got, but things like critical boost level 1 or like that, or like a weakness exploit, it's mostly not that hard to get if you roll it. So yeah, try to get it like this, and then you can do some variants overall. So if you see like you got critical level 7, Constitution, Stamina Surge, so basically you got everything you'll need. Even I've used Stamina Tip for when you're shooting like exhaust coatings to exhaust the monster even harder. So yeah, moving on to the decoration and the Curio upgrade himself. Right, you go for things like this, go for things like this, for things like this, like this, like this. and like this. If you don't have a perfect charm to make a build like this, you can go either with wait a second, let me a little bit. Like you put expert and all that in to get like something like critical eye. So if you can get that much critical eye, or somehow try to roll with skills like Kuryu that try to get a critical eye, or just try to use the best charm that you have. But overall it's a pretty achievable build. So maybe with not that much critical eye, but yeah, I guess you will lose only like 3 and get like things like rapid up in instead of the expert one. But yeah, there's some decoration that I've used. So yeah, it's a pretty strong build overall. But yeah, with something mixed like cat and somehow, and the utility of having like every coating that you can shoot, it's pretty strong. I'll also sort of show you the scrolls that you can use. I personally went with that one to get some various variations in. So yeah. Now we go to the training area, do a bit of showcase. It's not a real monster, it's just a puppet, but just to showcase you. So even if it's a puppet, the damage is pretty solid. And because of you playing with something like exhaust, you can pretty get the easy stun on the monster. So yeah. So yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty solid build. And yeah, I remember you don't have any dereliction. It was coalescence. Yes, you have a lot of coalescence. But yeah, overall, it's a pretty good build. If you are not speedrunning or playing for fun or somehow, I would recommend you trying out this build. For myself, I love playing it. It doesn't do that much damage. It doesn't do that less damage, but it's a pretty solid one for playing with status stacks and so on. Of course, I mean, if you play something against like the anomaly monsters or somehow, maybe it will not work that hard. But yeah, when you play something like a normal monster and need to finish up some quests, this is a pretty good build to help others play and so on. Even if you play with something like a healing cat that has a paralyze weapon on it, you can pretty achieve a solid run with that people. So yeah, that was my stand so far. With the monster and so on. The mod of the cute Neko girl that you see in the picture, I can't link you sadly, it's from Nexus mods, so just a mix of the Gora armor, the scarf and the Kitsune, yes. So yeah, I'm gonna playing a bit of more longsword and bow, I guess. And then we can see ourselves in a while. So yeah, that's my first update that I got. I also, for the people who are new and didn't saw the last videos, I also can show you my layered armor, of course. Here are some that you can use. Not that much one. It's pretty cool also. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that was it for the first. I wanna say thank you for watching. I put the Raffian gameplay in, and then you can roll it down. Have a good one, and see you guys.
in the game.